One of the biggest things that I struggle with personally, and I think that a lot of others do as well in living in this modern times, is finding the right balance between communication and conversation. We evolved as human beings to have these deep, enriching, and highly informative in-person conversations to deal with our problems, to build a community, to face struggle and deal with adversity. And nowadays, we've kind of offshooted that to online communication, whether it's email, text, calls on a phone. And unfortunately, I think we're feeling the ramifications of that. Whether that's physically, mentally, or emotionally, a lot of us, if you're young, I think you know what I'm talking about. We struggle with like having in-person conversations and doing FaceTimes, and because it's awkward, and why can't we just text each other and email to figure this stuff out? Unfortunately, there are some cons to this type of online communication. Number one being that it is not this deep, informative, rich environment where we can, read someone's posture and go through this tonality and this dance of a communication that we evolved with, that is highly enriching and has so much information in terms of how we're feeling and the point we're trying to get across. And the second issue is that this online type of communication actually destroys when we're hanging out with people in person, and when we're having, these like wild in-person conversations, like you get text messages, you get notifications, and it can destroy these in-person conversations that we're trying to have. And some of the ways that I have found to use technology to benefit me, to enrich the conversations in my own life, is swapping out voice messages for text. Also using text as a means of online communication to set up times for in-person or maybe FaceTime conversations, right? Where we can read the tonality, we can read facial expressions, and we actually get to see somebody. So realize that this online communication is not the same as in-person conversations, and the latter should take precedent in your life and with your time. And this isn't to bastardize email and text, but just realize the way that it hinders our natural ability as humans to converse, to get our point across, to grow, to learn, and to share with others.